Let's unite our energies to form a chain of love that extends beyond physical borders, radiating positivity and compassion.
And the first question is by Aniket Divadkar. He says, Hi Guruji, in recent days I came across several contents about Illuminati, secret society, who are ruling our whole world using media, finance network and pharma politics. Even many leaders, Gurujis and priests are under their control. Your answer on this?
Not me.
But you have to still answer the question.
I will, but I'm saying I'm not under that control.
I agree.
Say, I think you're reading Dan Brown.
You mean Aniket?
Yes. Aniket, wherever you are. See, it is part of European culture to always… Well, we are also imbibing it these days quite a bit. But in Europe, secret schools were romantic stuff. Even people who are now famous like a Socrates or Aristotle and these people, they were also part of the secret schools. Why would I make my school secret? Because society is in a mode of persecution of anything that it does not agree with. Persecution. Only if there is persecution, a school becomes a secret school, isn't it so? So, secret school traditions are so much in Europe because the dogmatic religious beliefs were really suppressing anything that they think is gathering 10 people, they want to demolish it, they will kill them. So they ran secret schools. In this, whatever you are referring to as Illuminati, and later on it transformed itself into Freemasons, some history, I cannot confirm this, some books have been written as to how Freemasonry was started by the Indian Masons who went to Egypt. Because they had to survive in a strange land, they came up with all kinds of tricks how to survive. Among themselves, they developed code and communicated with each other in code language so that they survive in that hostile culture. And from there it spread, that's what some books say, but there is no historical certainty about that. But it's possible, we know that Masons went, stone masons from India went for building pyramids and the Baalbek temple. There are clear records about the Baalbek temple in Lebanon, which is about 4,200 or 300 years old, where they built a Phoenician temple which was built, where Indian masons and Indian elephants worked. Every Lebanese child knows about it in their school, but none of the Indians ever study this or anything like this is mentioned anywhere in any of the Indian history books, unfortunately. Anyway. So, later on it became Freemasonry, and Freemasonry took on a powerful form. When it went to United States, it took on a very powerful form because the Christian dogmatic thing was so suppressive. Free-thinking people called themselves Freemasons, though they were not doing any masonry anymore. But you will see one thing, wherever Freemasons are there, the building designs are fantastic. I've gone to a whole lot of Freemason temples simply because I love the design part of what they have done, fantastic designs. Because geometry is very much a part of their culture. It is because of this probably somebody is writing books saying that they came from India, because in India the yogic culture invested itself absolutely in the geometric aspect of life. Yoga means, in one way, aligning your geometry so that you become aligned with the cosmic geometry, so that your experience of life is enhanced in such a way that what is you and what is cosmos in some way becomes a reflection of yourself, or you become a reflection of the cosmos, whichever way you want to see it. So because wherever we see an extreme sense of geometry, then we think yogis must have been here, because this level of geometry doesn't come unless You are into an internal process. In ancient times, now of course, people are studying geometry at a different level outside, but otherwise, at that time, the only way you could understand geometry so complex was studying your own structure, how this body is made, and observing the planets and astronomical phenomena. So, at one time, yes, they controlled a few things, but I think all secret schools are overly exaggerated. And don't worry, Aniket, what's his name?
Aniket Divatkar.
Aniket, don't worry, they're not controlling anything much these days. Donald Trump is controlling a lot of things.
About 20 years ago, Sadhguru, I received a check for 1 lakh rupees from a retired major from Indian Army. He just gave his name, he refused to, he didn't give his address. And he wrote a small note stating that the money I am giving you is too small for the path you have chosen. But God has His own mysterious ways of giving you the rest. It had a tremendous impact in what I thought, what I wanted to do. Is it because there is something called cosmic forces which are constantly trying to help society and doing, or it's something else which is influencing people to do something which is beyond their means?
See, the ideas of something wants to help, something reaches out to you. I happened to be about 4 weeks ago, I was in Los Angeles and I was staying with some people there. And the bedroom was full of books, so I just picked up one of these books and so on. The author is saying, the core of the universe is love. Well, why would the core of the universe be love? Because this thing has been always told to people, from heaven God loves you, all these people. See, if you're having a roaring love affair right now with somebody next to you, here, will you look up and ask for rays of love to come towards you? I'm asking you. No, you made yourself in such a way nobody can love you. Now, only God can love you. If you say, God loves me, you must know you are such a pathetic, despicable case. If you made yourself in such a way nobody can help loving you, you are a wonderful human being, isn't it? So, we need to understand, there is something called human thought and emotion, human needs, of emotional needs of love, care, touch, this. The cosmos, or what you're referring to as the source of creation or divine, or if you want to use the word God, because God personifies thing, we will refuse to use that word. Let us say whatever is the source of creation, which we are referring to as God generally by religious this thing. Essentially, it is just an intelligence which is simply exploding into everything possible. If you're in rhythm with it, you will rise. If you're not in rhythm with it, it'll crush you. It has no love, it has no compassion, it has no intention of helping you, it has no intention of harming you, it has no nothing. If you understand the forces and ride it, you have a fantastic life. If you do not understand, it'll crush you. You've seen people doing surfboarding on the waves in the ocean. It is such a magical thing, just riding the waves. But if you don't do it right, if you go into the waves, it's like being in a concrete mixer, it'll just do that and it'll kill you. So one rides the wave, another gets crushed by the wave, that is all that's happening. The rest is all human interpretations. This is the first thing we have to stop, that we do not extend our thought and emotion to the existence. This is relevant between you and me. This is relevant between you and your family members. You love them, I love you, you love me, all this fine. Don't look up at the sky and say, I love you. It will not say, I love you back, because it has no such need. It's pure existence. This is what you have to become. If you sit here, you are a complete existence by yourself. This is a full-fledged life. It does not need anything from anybody, it has everything. It is connected with everything in the universe. It does not need anything. But we want to play our games, okay, we can do all this stuff, but you need to understand right now, we are trying to extend our compulsions to the whole creation. It doesn't work like that. Existence is not trying to help you. You may be in tune with it, bingo, you are. Whether you got in tune with it consciously or unconsciously, somehow you got in tune. That's why Shankara said, yogaratova bhogaratava. That means somehow you do it, I don't care. Your Shankara, Adi Shankara went to the extent of somehow you do it. You get it, man, that's important. How you get it, who cares?
Until the next adventure, stay connected for more inspiring content, and don't forget to invite your friends to join us on this journey of learning and evolution.